Hello, A Day with Caleb. We are back, this time with a second Warner Brothers disc update. If you are unfamiliar, if you are new to the channel, first of all, welcome, like, and subscribe. But if you are new here and have no idea what I'm talking about, go back to my first disc video where I detail everything you need to know if you have discs from Warner Brothers, DVD discs from '05 to 2010, in that range, with codes beginning with A, B, C, 1, 2, 3, somewhere in that variation. Then I did a I did an update, a first update, where I detailed what I emailed Warner Brothers, their response, what I had to do to fill out forms and what have you, and what I ended up getting. This kind of is building on top of that. None of this is from Warner Brothers. They sent me the Smallville, the complete series, spoiler alert for people who haven't seen it. Go check it out if you haven't. Quite a response, especially the first disc rock video. And some were saying Blu-rays. Comment down below if you've had any Blu-rays you think that are affected by Warner Brothers. From the forums and what I've read and videos I've watched, it's mostly concerning DVDs. Now, some overseas, like the UK, a couple others have dealt with Blu-ray disc rot. I have not dealt with that personally, but I'm kind of scared to check also. But I think they're fine. But this kind of is a follow-up to, well, obviously the second update video. So let's just dive right in. We traded in the Everybody Loves Raymond seasons, the thick, not really digibook, but they're like hard materials and they flip out. So it was a massive season set. Each season was like that thickness. And they all worked. I did test them before trading them in. They just have the potential to mess up. So I got this bad boy. I had it watched on Macari, I guess liked or whatever, hearted, and I was kind of milling it over. I think he had it at 60 or maybe 60, 65, 70, somewhere in that range. He lowered it to 60 or 55, and then a couple of days went by. I'm like, I might do that. I had a couple others watched. There were two different releases from what I could tell. One was like The House, then there was this one, and then there was a third one with like very slimmer than this, almost like the Psych release, with the plastic. But he sent me an offer, $30. It was brand new. We did open it up. This kind of reminds me of the Fuller House set in a lot of ways, with the color coordination and stuff. Might be the same cases they use. So it comes with all the seasons, and then it comes with, if I can get it out, the reprint of the finale script, the final episode, signed by all 10 of the writers from the finale. These obviously are reprint autographs, but a cool little touch to add to this box set. Very cool. So we upgraded that that box set. Then this one, you try and do as much research as you can, but this one, I couldn't find a year, so I kind of just was a shot in the dark. The Rat Pack Ultimate Collector's Edition Ocean's 11 Robin and the Seven Hoods 4 for Texas and Sergeant's 3. So the reason I got this is the Oceans 4-pack that Warner Brothers released with the original Oceans, then Oceans 11, 12, 13. The original Oceans was messed up on that one. And I say I was worried or I couldn't research. This actually is from, see, it has no year, but, oh, there go the cards. But if you open it up, you can see here 2008. And if you go to the disc, I actually have a note in here. 3 of the discs have the Warner Brothers codes. The 4th one is from MGM, so it's fine. But I did test the first 3 discs. They worked fine. So hopefully this one slid by. We're hopeful for that. And then it came with these the Rat Pack playing cards in this cool little carrying thing. Then this, a whole bunch of just lobby cards. I guess going through each of the 4 films. Then is this like a mini poster? Yeah, mini posters. Then just a booklet of, oh, the mini posters. Okay, yeah. Then I guess just kind of a synopsis of the actors in the film. So far, that one works beautifully. Discs are mint condition, so hopefully if, and people were saying, some of the comments, especially in the first one, were saying it depends on your storage habits, and that does factor into disc rot. I'm not denying that, but most of the discs that I had issues with were in my room temperature. I don't get changes in temperature in there. It stays right around 70 to 75, right in that range. So temperature can be a factor, and how you store them. Obviously you don't want to put them in the attic for obvious reasons. That's very hot. Or in like a sunroom where it gets damp and dry and damp and dry. So where I store them, for the most part, is a good environment to store them. It's just where Warner Brothers manufactured, they cut cost and didn't use the right glues and that type of thing. So I do read all the comments, so if you are, worried I won't see it or whatever, I do read it. I try to comment to all of them. For some reason, it'll let me see the comment, but then I can't comment on some of them. And then some of them, for whatever reason, I don't see, whether that's YouTube or my end. But for the most part, I try to look at all the comments and read them as best I can. It might be a little later on some of them, but I try my best. Then we have the Superman set. This was an eBay lot that I had to grab. I want to say it was like $10 for the lot with shipping. So it includes this triple feature set: Superman the movie, Superman 2, the Richard Donner cut, which they say is the best, and I tend to agree. Comment down below which cut. Do you like the Donner cut or the original theatrical? Then this triple feature comes with Superman Returns. I did keep my 2-disc DVD because I'm not sure if those special features are on this. I'll have to check. And it comes with inserts and catalogs. Plus, I tend to keep all my superhero stuff. Unless it's loose and scratched and I upgrade, then obviously I'm not going to keep scratched and printed cases. So we have Superman 1, 2 Returns. Then we have Superman 3 with Richard Pryor. And then Superman 4, The Quest for Peace. Who remembers the guest role, this actress in the film? At first I thought I remembered her replacing, why am I blanking on her name? Margot Kidder, but she is with Margot Kidder. Why can I not find her name on here? Wow. Okay. Well, comment down below. It's this young lady right here being carried by Christopher Reeve. Does it say on here? No, of course not. You'd think it, maybe Jackie Cooper? No. John Williams. Anyway, I saw her on something else recently, and I'm like, oh, she was in Superman 4. Comment down below your favorite Superman. Is it The Quest for Peace? I tend to like the third one because of Richard Pryor, but obviously the first one, pretty iconic, hard to beat that. Then we end with probably my favorite find of this update video. Not knocking on anything else, but this is a beautiful, beautiful set. I've been wanting the Oceans trilogy for a while on Blu-ray. This was before, I knew the horrors of Warner Brothers disc rot, but I had been wanting the trilogy in one package, separated from the original Oceans, even though that was a cool set and cool idea in theory. The original didn't match the heights that these babies go. So, although I do like film collections, I did want this separate, even though a couple videos ago I talked about wanting everything in sets, pretty much. But this has Oceans 11, Oceans 12, and Oceans 13 in their own separated Blu-ray. And then this cool box set. I did see another box set similar to this one that had a deck of playing cards similar to the Rat Pack collection, but it was Blu-ray. So I almost pulled the trigger on that, but I didn't, because this box, I think it had another box that kind of threw me away, and I think these were all in one set, which isn't a problem, but I like that they're all in their individual cases, so that's cool to have. And I didn't get DVD because when these were released, that's around the time frame of the disc rot codes, so decide to just be cautious. Plus I want them on Blu-ray, so here we are. I do have, I think, Oceans 11 and 12 on sealed on VHS. So worst case scenario, I could watch the first two on VHS. The third one probably was past VHS. 2007. Well, was Oceans 12? This says 04. So, yeah, so 04, 07, 04, and 01. So every 3 years. That's pretty cool. Very cool to have this set. And all these, slowly but surely we're getting there, getting back to what we had, and in most cases better than what we had. Superman, they were all loose disc. I just had in one case, so better. Separating the Oceans and having these on Blu-ray, better. And then the Raymond set with the finale script, better. So like, subscribe, share with the movie lover. Watch all the Warner Brothers disc rot videos if you haven't. Until next time, be careful when getting Warner Brothers DVDs, and keep collecting.